Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 10th, 2024 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you so very much for doing so. So, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels, and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Yeah. Okay. So what's really interesting here is we kind of enter this moon knocked off our game. And this is a rough moon. I'm not going to lie. It has been a rough moon for absolutely everyone. So we have the 10 of cups reverse. We're looking at other people's happiness, other people's joy, and we're really feeling like, what the heck? Like, why not me? So just be very aware of that during this time. There is a sense of feeling out of balance. We have the magician reverse. We need to stand before the altar of our existence, claiming our power, claiming our gifts, saying, this is me. And yet we're having trouble seeing our worth right now. We also are crowned with the Queen of Swords reversed. We're represented by the swords in the minor arcana. So, Gemini, we can have intrusive thoughts about how we're not worth it. We can really be hypercritical of others, but also very much of ourselves. This can be a time where we just need to see the facts about everything. We need to know kind of like, we want to dissect absolutely everything and see how it works. So then we can step into it. So then we can, kind of like we've cracked the code. And spirit's like, but the code is your passion, your happiness, your joy, your fire, your determination, your spark. And we're going to be finding that. Now, this is also Libra energy with justice coming into play. We're going to be finding justice and balance, but we need to stand before the altar of our existence and claim ourselves and claim our happiness, not anybody else's. And this is going to be a time where we see that, where we start to see our intentions, but we're also going to start to come out of a place that wasn't good for us. So just being aware of this is going to be super important. It moves us to the universe opening, to seeing that we're stepping out of a shell, we're stepping out of our own existence and into, well, not our own existence, but taking a bigger stage for ourselves, saying, I'm claiming the way that I'm moving forward. And the universe, not just the world, the universe is open to me. And then with the chariot is Cancer energy. There we go. And Cancer is ruled by the moon. We're going to see that this moon has us, forces us in one way or another. And it's through doubt and fear, which seems to be this moon's way of doing it, forces us to take the reins and move forward without our emotions absolutely overwhelming us. And our emotions have been absolutely overwhelming us. Justice also, the Libra energy is also represented by, well, it's ruled by Virgo, not Virgo, Venus. There we go. And we're going to see that we're trusting our hearts more. We're saying, what do I love? Where does love come into this? And it's not all about the logic. It's about the way the heart talks to the mind and the way the mind respects the heart. So we're going to be seeing that during this moon, which is going to be quite powerful for us and kind of knock us off our thought of path. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides show me clearly. Oh, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a shamrock in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and it will be announced, the winner will be announced in a completely separate video on the 10th of March. So that will be the second Sunday of March. We'll be announcing the winner, and then in every subsequent Sunday after that. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly. This is harmony. We need to find our harmony. We're finding our harmony. We're seeing ourselves. It's almost like we're coming out of. I'm just so drawn to the word spell here. There's a sense that it feels like, I don't know if there's a ritual or a spell that we're going to do to, kind of like really signify that we're coming out of a chaotic period within our lives. But there's also a sense of almost feeling like there was a spell put on us, that we weren't fully engaging in our world. And it could be the spell of stress, right? The spell of responsibilities. But here, we're going to be seeing ourselves, finding our harmony, finding our balance, finding our insight. And it moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And this is abundance. This is the root chakra. At the root of us is abundance, prosperity, success, bounty. And we're going to be seeing that again. We've lost that for one reason or another, and it can just be life. But we lost that. We lost that insight that at the root of us is abundance. It doesn't mean we'll own a mansion. It doesn't mean we'll drive the fanciest car. It does mean that we see our worth, and we see the worth that, sparks within the people in our lives as we connect. It moves us to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. The Eight of Pentacles, which is interesting because we need to be mindful of our work. We need to be mindful of work taking over, but also feeling like our work doesn't matter. There's an apathy to us that I'm seeing here with these cards reverse that we need to be mindful of. It's like our work doesn't matter. We don't matter. There's just like a very nihilistic way of moving forward that we can be embracing. Like, what does it all mean? What does it all matter anyway? And spirit's like, stop. Know your worth. Know what you're working towards matters, even if it's just, for a paycheck to pay the bills type of thing. It matters. We matter. We sometimes get caught up in our world of everything we do has to have intense, powerful, personal meaning to us, or else it's no good whatsoever. It doesn't. Sometimes life is just life. And so here, show some kindness to yourself, because that's going to be important. This moon, this is the Pisces new moon. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is the ruler of the unseen world. Our unseen world, our mind can be getting the better of us. And in a very negative way that makes us feel like we're just not doing enough. And that's with the Queen of Swords reversed. But it's not just us, Gemini. It's everybody who's questioning themselves and questioning their way forward. This is a time where we need to look at our third eye chakra. We need to say, what am I visualizing for myself? How do I manifest those visualizations? How am I playing towards my fears or towards my dreams? And we can have the most horrendous self-talk, quiet, intrusive thoughts coming in, making us think you can't possibly, you'll never. And so here with the Queen of Swords reversed, we have to ask ourselves why. Why are we being so hard? Why are we saying it has to be just like this and comparing ourselves to the best of the best, instead of saying, well, I'm doing a pretty good job and well done me? The Queen of Swords has a bad reputation because of her reverse form. It's being witchy and, I like witchiness. So it's being witchy, but with a B, it's being catty, it's being cruel, it's cutting people off at the knees, type of thing. And that's the energy that we can be showing ourselves during this moon, during this time of setting our intentions and saying, how do I move forward for me? And it brings us to a place where we've lost our happiness. And I know that that's harsh to say, but the Ten of Cups reverse is losing our happiness. It's looking at everybody else and saying, well, they're happy. Their Instagram page tells me they're happy. They must be. Or when I talk to them, they're happy. But you don't know that when they go home, they cry themselves to sleep. It doesn't have to be that extreme. But everybody puts their best foot forward. Everybody wants to seem like they have it all together. It's so much harder than you want people to think it is. So just be mindful about this. Be mindful of connecting with your happiness. And knowing that your happiness can be quiet and still matter. That you can live a quiet, good life. When has that become a bad thing? And why has that become a bad thing in our world? To be content and to be present. That's a gift. It moves us then to the Magician. The Magician is reversed. We're having trouble standing before the altar of our existence, showing up for us, claiming our magic, claiming our power, claiming our connection. So being aware of this, being aware that we might not feel like we have much to offer. We might feel very down on ourselves. We might be doubting, our work and our gifts and our talents and, what we're trying to create and cultivate in this world. We might not be hitting the right, time slots and doing the right things and all that stuff that our world says you do this at this time, you do that at that time. And we can be thinking, oh, I'm a failure. You're not. You're living your life in your way with your power. Look at your gifts and start to embrace the beauty of you. Because that's where the justice will come from. And that's when you'll start to embrace also the Venus energy. See where Venus energy falls in your chart. Like, what is your Venus all about in your astrological chart? And see how you can move forward in justice and balance for yourself. You can't be just to everyone. You can't make everybody happy. You just can't. So here, it's finding a harmony and a balance for yourself. How am I embracing my happiness? How am I moving forward in what is just and beautiful and right for me? So we're finding our justice, we're finding our balance, we're finding our harmony, and we're moving forward. If we have Libra in our chart, that energy is going to come through to very much stabilize us. Now, Libra is also air sign energy. Air sign energy is represented by the swords, and that is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If we have this energy in our chart or in our lives, it can be tripping us up. Yet Libra energy comes in its true form, right? In its, kind of like evolved state, and is very balancing for us. But we have to say, what is just and what is right for me? We can't do it for everyone. We have to do it for ourselves. It's not being selfish. It is saying, this is my video game. This is my world. This is my book. This is my movie. I'm the lead, and I have to do what's right for me. The world is opening up. We're starting to see ourselves connecting with an expanse of ideas, an expanse of dreams coming forward. This moon tests us. It brings us almost to a breaking point for one reason or another, or in one way or another. And then it shows us that there is so much more here than we thought. And why have we almost given up on ourselves? The universe opens, and we open to it. And we see where this diaphanous, ethereal being with no limitation, our soul is expanding. We are expanding. Stop putting limits on yourself. It's not just that the world is opening, and it doesn't mean that you have to, globetrot or anything like that. It means that you stop putting boundaries on yourself and saying, I can't, or I'm supposed to be living up to this person's happiness or this person's expectations. It's connecting with your soul and yourself, taking the reins and seeing that you are moving forward. And that's it. Mamanon is the god of the sea in Welsh mythology. These cards are about Welsh mythology. And Pisces is a water sign. Now, this is Cancer energy. I know I'm throwing a lot at you right now. Cancer is ruled by the moon, but Pisces is the new moon. This new moon is in Pisces. So we're going to see that the fish, which is representative of Pisces, the two fish, we're reining in the energy. We're reining ourselves in. We're moving ourselves forward. And we're seeing doors open for us when our emotions aren't ruling us. Because our emotions, if they rule us, lead to a delusion, lead to a doubt, lead to fear, just running rampant. Okay? And we can think that it's fact. Like our mind thinks, I'm helping you. I'm showing you what you're afraid of. I'm making you super prepared for it. But if your body is always in, I have to run away from a bear mode when there's no bear, it's just draining. So just be mindful about this during this time, because we need to be just. We need to be fair to ourselves. We need to give ourselves a chance to relax and say, I'm pretty darn awesome, because you are, Gemini. Our subconscious spirit message is divinity. We need to connect with divinity, with the divinity that lives within us, the God's head that lives within us, the spark of creativity, passion, power to move forward. It moves us then to our subconscious chakra energy, which is rebirth. This is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. We are resisting being reborn. We are resisting our transformation for one reason or another. We're not one reason or another. We're afraid of it. We're afraid of what comes next because we've transformed. We've invested in and embraced different stages of our lives, and they've been hard. Some of them have been beautiful, but those seem to be a little bit more fleeting. And so here it's knowing that we are transforming, being reborn, connecting, and that we get to choose beauty. We get to choose happiness. It might not be all the time, but those get to be the words that guide us. It's no more the sense of endless struggle. It's not that. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. It's the Two of Pentacles. We'll bite off more than we can chew. We'll always be trying to juggle more and more and more. Spirit's saying, stop. Stop, slow down, take one thing, do it well, watch it move forward. And that is going to be a very powerful and very beautiful thing for us. Because as much as we like to be occupied and flits from one thing to another, Gemini, when we focus and we put the two heads together of the twins and get it done and move forward with the brilliance of two minds, it's astounding. It's astounding how we move forward. It brings us then to our tarot, our subconscious tarot message, and it's the Eight of Pentacles. Prosperity, success, bounty, abundance at work, where that energy is to be mindful of, because that's where we're not feeling very successful. Subconsciously, we are finding great worth within ourselves, in what we're working towards, in our attention to detail, and our shattering of expectations. It's kind of like we're moving forward in a way that we didn't expect that we could. And that is glorious. All right. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this moon and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed moon. Bye.